back to Ted's Tips. This week I'm going to show you how to set the jig underneath the float the proper distance off the bottom. The first thing you do is you take a depth finder and you attach it to the jig. Just like that. Then you set that, you drop it down to the bottom. You put your rod tip right to the water level. If you want that jig 4 inches off the bottom, that's where you sit your slip bobber knot. If you want it a foot off, you set it a foot away from the rod tip. So in this case, we're fishing bluegills. I want it a little bit farther off the bottom so that they come up and see it. That's typical with crappies and bluegills. If you're doing with walleyes, you might want to set a little bit deeper and tighter to the bottom. So once I bring that all back up again, and I take my depth finder off, bait up the jig, and then when I drop it back down, that jig will be exactly the distance that I set from the rod tip. That's the way you set your jig using a float, just off the bottom.